Hello, everyone. My name is Ceen. Today, I'm joined with two amazing commentators, both Silksong runners like myself, Vysuals, who has been here before, and MyPetCactus, who's also been here before. Let's get a round of applause for them.
He has the attention on us, but this guy is one of the best runners in the world, and it is just a treat to watch. So we're going to see some really fast Hornet today.
So a quick rundown of the route we will be playing today. Hollow Knight Silksong has gone through so many different route changes in its years. Or I guess it's only been months, but it seems the optimization has made it seem like it's been years, like Hollow Knight. It's already optimized just as much as Hollow Knight has been. And so today we're going to be running the cloakless key route. What this means is that we will be skipping the cloak ability, the fade down cloak, skipping the last judge, and skipping Greymore altogether. To do that, we will be grabbing 500 rosaries to get the simple key to go through the wormways. Then from there, we're going to go through the mist, invite Phantom, in order to get into the Citadel. With that being said, we're going to get started, and timer will start with first action.
Starting off the run, Team Cherry was gracious enough to give us a pogo that moves diagonally. If you remember from the first game, it only went downwards. But there is a movement tech that we'll be doing right off the bat called pogo canceling, or neutral canceling. Basically what happens is, if you do a pogo and you're holding a direction, you'll be hit with kind of an end lag and you'll be stuck before you can do another action. So Ceen's going to be doing a lot of inputs very fast. He's going to be pogoing, releasing the movement that he's doing, whether it's right or left, and then very quickly repressing it and jumping again, and be chaining together these pogos like crazy. It can be really hard once you're learning the trick, but it becomes muscle memory after a while, and it looks really cool, and we get to do it for the first 15 minutes of the run.
All right, timer start in 3, 2, 1, go!
Timed that really well.
All right, so the first part of very beautiful music going on here. Fantastic soundtrack by Christopher Larkin. Whoever gave him access to a live orchestra deserves a raise. Several raises, in fact. But we're just going to work through our way through the tutorial area and fight the first boss of the run, Moss Mother. It's your classic Metroidvania tutorial boss. Unfortunately, it's more of a soul totem than an enemy, but we have to go through it to get to where we need to go, which is the first ability we're going to find is the Silk Spear, but we'll get there when we get there.
So as we go through this little tummy ache that Hornet's going to experience, we'll quickly go over the HUD at the top left. You see the 5 little masks. We have 4 right now, but Ceen, if you take 4 damage to Moss Mother, we're going to have some words. So we should be fine. But that's our health. A lot of things in this game.
Oh, no, I fell.
Are gonna do. Dude, you actually scared me. I'm not joking.
You were a little too far to the right.
But yeah, a lot of things in this game do double damage, and even more so in the release version of the game that we're running on here. Almost, so many hazards do double damage. Every boss, contact damage does double. It's a lot. And right under that, you'll see the Silk. That's our soul, our MP, mana, stuff we're going to use for abilities and for healing. There's 9 little white notches on the Silk spool, and a heal will take all 9, and an ability will take 4. And you refill it by hitting enemies. Tummy ache number 2. One day we're going to find a skip for this.
Yeah. You will be heralded.
We will actually make a statue of you.
There was talk for some time if we were gonna try and find a mod for it, but part of the game, you just gotta deal with it.
So, first boss, aka Moss Mother, basically Gruz Mother, just a little pinata here to show you the mechanics. There's 4 versions of this boss. We're only gonna see this one.
And there we go. First boss down.
Making it look easy. We won't talk about that it's actually easy, but made it look really easy.
We have time for a quick donation if you want.
Yep. Absolutely. I want to let everyone know we've already raised $20,000 towards that barbed bracelet incentive. But yes. Just so you know, chat, that is going to come at you fast. Ceen, about how far into the run do you need to pick that up?
I will pick it up at around 24 minutes into the run.
Chat, 24 minutes into the run, $100,000 to go. Ooh. If you like jewelry and you like risk reward, do not delay.
We can do it, I believe.
Yeah. And if it is a bit too difficult, but it shouldn't be, I know my Silksong community You guys are unbelievably amazing. We can always pick it up, and we will be equipping it for the High Hall Gauntlet and onwards. And so we can easily pick up the item and then equip it there once if the donation incentive is reached.
You heard it. Get those donations in gdq.gg/donate.
You can rattle off another couple if you want.
Absolutely. Our early support for that Barb bracelet incentive includes $25 from Hornet behind the couch. Okay. Hornet says, I love the jewelry of Farloom. I need that bracelet. And also $100 from Cassie saying, double damage High Hall's Gauntlet? That sounds like my worst nightmare and something I need to see. Thank you so much, y'all.
Heck yeah. Coming up here is our first big sequence break of the game. Normally what you would do is you would go down to the left here and you would have to fight through an arena, and you could let Shermer through the gate and then go all the way around, but that's really slow. Instead what we're going to do is we're going to lure this one beast fly up, and we're going to lure it in the perfect spot for it jumps. We can pogo and reach a ledge you normally wouldn't be able to, even with if you had the claw.
So you're telling me that Ceen is depriving them of seeing Sherma?
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately.
Bye-bye, Sherma. I am sorry.
Sorry.
But we do have Chakra.
We do have Chakra.
I do love Chakra.
Yeah, this is Chakra. She is the choreographer of this game. You'll find her throughout all of the areas in Farloom, and she will sell you maps.
Blessed.
Very good.
For those who know, you know. For those who don't know, just know the run is blessed.
Yes.
All right, I believed in you a bit on High Halls and Barb. Now I definitely believe in you. You got it.
Yeah, we got this.
But yeah, we're gonna make our way through the Moss Grotto here, extended Moss Grotto, to make our way to our first big ability.
No lore percent.
Yeah, I had to just take a quick moment to read the lore and do this neat little trick here. Saves like
Another
5
silly
seconds,
pogo.
6 seconds.
Yeah, that's one of the easiest speedrun checks that I know of, because all you have to do is push one button and stand still, and that's it. That's all you need to do.
But you have to know that the taunt exists to do it.
No.
That is
Oh.
true.
Oh, yeah, true.
All right, so the ability we just picked up is going to be our main source of damage throughout the entire game, and it's going to trivialize a lot of enemy arenas. The Silk Spear will deal 3 damage worth of nails for the cost of 4 silk. Now, there are a lot of different techniques you could use with the Silk Spear. That is one of the first ones. Because it is a spear and it goes forward and retracts, if you hit a wall before it fully retracts, it will come back really quickly. You'll see again right here, it's going to come back really quickly compared to staying out for a long time. We'll be using that and a couple other techniques I will show later.
Coming up on our second boss here is the Bell Beast. And it's another tutorial boss, but it's really intricate in that there are a couple damage gates that we don't want to hit, because there are attacks that are RNG where they pop up in the middle of the room and then go back down really fast, and we can't deal enough damage. So you'll see Ceen does, I think you do the 5-hit start.
Yes.
He'll hit Bell Beast 5 times, and that'll keep it just high enough so that it won't do that attack. And then we'll get another damage rotation, and then we'll be able to kill it before it transitions to the third phase, which wastes, I think, like 15 seconds. So.
Yes, this is all very calculated out. Ceen knows exactly the numbers that he needs to get to / avoid. And then right here should be able to do just the last bit of health.
Ooh. I think I missed the Silk Spear.
Yeah,
earlier.
I think
early.
that first spear missed, but that's okay. No big deal.
It's going to be about 7-second time loss. Bell Beast will die immediately after this.
You just wanted to show off what happens when you don't get it.
Yeah,
so they know.
exactly, yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't see it.
He's letting us listen to more of the wonderful soundtrack.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And there we go.
That's Bell Beast.
Perfect. And now begins the money collection portion of the run after we grab the dash. We actually ran past a couple of the sources of money that we need to grab, but it turns out to be faster to wait until you have the dash to get it, because it just lets you traverse more easily and grab everything. And we have time for a couple of donations during this dream sequence.
Oh, I have a couple donations. How about $10,000 from the Yeti?
Yes!
Hey y'all, Yeti here. Playing Silksong is fun, but celebrating it with this amazing speedrun is super hype. Help support a great cause with our official AGDQ Silksong tee. Proceeds from every shirt sold directly benefit Prevent Cancer Foundation. Thank you so much, Yeti. With that, we are already almost a third of the way there on Barbed Bracelet.
Yes.
Keep up the energy.
Let's go.
Nobody wants to see Barb Bracelet more than me.
It is going to be an all-time event on the GDQ stage. Ceen, got time for one more from your community?
Of course.
How's about $100 from Blue SR?
Yeah, Blue.
Blue says, the Silksong speedrunning journey has been an absolute joy to be a part of over the last 4 months since release. Such a joy to befriend you and so proud to see you on the big stage, Ceen. And thank you to the Hollow Knight and Silksong speedrunning community for being so amazing. Garama!
Galarama.
Thank you, Blue.
Very true. The speedrunning community is honest. It's kind of cliche, but it actually did change my life. They are full of amazing people and wonderful speedrunners. Everyone's so inclusive and helpful, especially to people wanting to learn the game. So
They get really excited whenever you want to improve. It's really nice. So we're gonna make our way through the Marrow here, and one of my favorite things about this area is that it looks very reminiscent of the cut content area from the original Hollow Knight, the like bone platforms and lava and whatnot. So I was really happy whenever I was like an hour into this game that I got to see this again, because I was sad that it wasn't in Hollow Knight.
yeah, knows we're eating good with Silksong.
Yeah.
We have time for another quick donation as we traverse this way.
You've got it. I have $25 here from Manager. Using Barbed Bracelet in GDQ would truly be our Silksong of all time. You got this, Ceen. Let's thread the needle.
The true Silksong was the friends we made along the way.
Truly.
We've been saying this for 7 years.
So, mostly what we're doing here, we're going to make our way over to the Swift Step, the dash of the game, which is just so unique and complex. Like, we would be here all day if we tried to explain every weird interaction with it, and weird in a good way. It's so versatile.
Very, very fluid. The movement in Silksong is just so incredibly, I mean, especially from an outsider perspective, seeing everything happen so fast is crazy, but even knowing what's happening, it's still immensely impressive what top players are able to pull off.
Yeah, using like combat to shorten the like animation of the dash, using the dash to shorten the animation of like certain swings and silk spears and everything. It just, everything works really well together. It's really nice.
All right, coming up here is going to be the Hunter's March Arena. It's a very easy arena, but it's going to demonstrate a lot of the Silk Spear techniques we're going to use. The first one is a turnaround Silk Spear. When we Silk Spear and turn around right after the Silk Spear, it will come out extremely fast. The second one is a landing Silk Spear, where if we land right as if we land to the ground with a slash and then Silk Spear, will come out really fast. And then the final is lining up enemies to do multiple Silk Spears. Here's the lineup. Here's going to be the landing with a wall bounce. And here's the turnaround.
Textbook. Very nice.
There's going to be a lot of things in this game where even if you've played it or if you haven't, Ceen's going to make it look easy, and I promise it's not.
This game is very hard. All right, coming up on this Swift Step here. The grubs of this game are the fleas. Adorable little creatures. We've seen them around.
I'm Team Flea.
Oh, the host is holding one right now. We don't get to see them very often, but there is one literally right here, so we are going to grab it. So when it gets freed, it makes a very cute awoo sound. I want everybody to say awoo when this flea flies away. It's adorable.
Yeah, the first time I saw one, my heart just melted.
They make you want to collect the 100% in this game.
It definitely does.
So this flea is not required. However, who can say no to saving a poor little flea in need? Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hold on.
For the fans.
For the fans. If I mess up here, we're not leaving. See, I don't know what you want. We're not leaving.
What's going to happen if you mess up here?
Nothing.
Okay.
Because this isn't part of the run. Oh, there we go.
Adorable.
They're great.
All right, and now we're finally starting the money collection. That we'll be killing enemies, grabbing rosary rocks, I guess. Who's putting rosaries in rocks? Who knows? But very nice that we get to collect them. So we have time for a couple donations here.
Absolutely. Good luck with the money collection, Ceen. I have $250 from Anonymous saying, let's get to 2 million. And y'all, We are flying 1,964,000.
Oh my gosh.
If we get Barb Bracelet, we are going to absolutely crush $2 million for Prevent Cancer Foundation. All of your donations add up to do so much good in the world. Like this $100 donation from Tyler saying, for Barb Bracelet, for Best Bug Pup Era, for my beautiful fiance Madison, and for PCF. Woo! 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 $45,000 out of 120K on Barb Bracelet. Keep the energy up, chat.
Let's go.
And we're gonna have just enough rosaries here. This is the perfect amount. We might grab some extra just in case to be safe, but this is the exact amount we need to know to buy the key with 500 on the dot.
It's a lot more tight than you would think. That you only have access to so much in the first couple areas, and so close together. It actually took, I want to say that it took around a month to find the optimal rosary collection, because there's just so many different paths you can take, so many different connections, so many winding areas that you have to find your way through. But we've settled on something pretty insanely good here.
And we only had about a third of the community looking for this, because a third was going through Bell's route, a third was going through Flea route.
It took the community a while to come around to this route because it's so much harder. Ceen mentioned we skipped the Drifter's Cloak, and that Drifter's Cloak is very, very, very nice for the Act 2 because of the platforming is very difficult. Some of the bosses are very nice to dodge attacks, but we're gamers. We can handle it.
I believe in Ceen.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you switch the key route then.
No, I believe in you. I didn't say me.
And there we go. There's our simple key.
So coming up here is going to be the Wormways. It is one of the hardest movement sections of the game, but at the same time, one of the coolest. The worms do 2 damage, which is kind of annoying. And the RNG spawn randomly at different spots, so I'm gonna have to traverse them safely and react mainly to where they're gonna spawn in. And I think we talked about before, but the Pogo grants us a lot of invincibility for some reason. So it's gonna look like I'm cheating, but I can Pogo through enemies if I do a Pogo into an instant dash, and you're gonna see that here most likely.
He's trying to get ahead of the cheating allegation. No, I can't wait for all the YouTube comments of like, no, you can clearly see.
He moves through the box.
Yeah, he should have hit.
Very nice. Yeah, as he mentioned, there's like a little bit of RNG involved. However, there's like invisible sections that as you pass through, signals for them to start falling from the ceiling. And you'll see we're abusing that here. He actually gets to go through this cycle, do an air stall with this dash. Very nice. And sometimes the cycles there can be off. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good.
He made that look easy.
And then there's a very tight cycle we can get here. Did
not grab the wall.
You're able to like kind of squeeze against the wall past these guys, and it saves a bit of time. But not very good Wormways overall. That was very good.
That's what you want to see.
0 damage is excellent. Very, very nice.
This will allow me to attempt another skip here into the next area we're going to, which is Shellwood. We're going to be grabbing the Cling Grip, or also known as the Wall Jump ability. And I'm able to do this trick confidently with 5 health, because if you fail it, there's a chance to take 3 damage. So it's nice to be able to show this off on the big stage.
Indeed. And another, I think we called it Garama skip coming up here. There is a boss in this area, Sister Splinter. However, she is very, very slow to fight. There's a lot of RNG in that fight, and we don't really want to deal with her. So we're just going to do kind of what we did to grab the Silk Spear earlier. We're going to use the taunt to lure this bug to the wall. And then it turns out you can actually just hit the wall, and that counts as a taunt for nobody knows why, but that's just what happens. And we're going to use this little flower bug to Pogo up to the upper area without having to fight this boss.
Yeah, right through the right there, and easy.
Very nice.
And right here is going to be the skip. We're going to try and... Oh, 1 second. It's fine, it's fine. We are going to try and hit an enemy upwards to then Pogo them because they'll be too low. So let's see if we hit it here. Bit too high up, so we're going to reset here, and now we can go up here.
Very nice.
Easy.
Yeah. Very good. That seems small. It saves a couple... Oh, no!
We just wanted to show you what happens if you don't get it.
There we go.
That last jump can be annoying. I've seen a lot of runners miss it. Oh, we're good.
We're fine. We get a full heal here. Whenever you pick up a skill, you get full heal, which is very nice. In the last game in Hollow Knight, you got a lot of hard saves, but you didn't have to. You get to heal a lot. If you needed to heal, you basically had to save and quit and waste a bunch of time.
Yep.
But we get the hard saves and the full heals, so we can kind of play it risky and not get too punished for it.
While we collect, can I jump in here for one second?
Please, yes.
We are almost to $50,000 on Barb
Yes,
Bracelet. Y'all,
let's go.
I don't know if you've seen how fast Ceen is moving, but we're like 5 to 10 minutes out from the pickup point. If you want Barb Bracelet on by High Hall's Gauntlet, you gotta get it moving, chat. Moving like this $2,000 donation from Bran that says, and I want to make sure I get the spacing right in this, Silksong. Thank you very much for your generosity.
Excellent.
I'm going to think about that for the rest of the run.
All right, coming up at our next boss here, Widow, a very lore-heavy character.
Ooh, missed that. We're going to take a heal here.
Yeah, we'll take the safety strat. Very lore-heavy character, and it's
late here.
a lot of casual players have trouble with this fight because there's so much that happens so often. You have to keep track of the character. The boss throws a lot of bells at you. They jump around the arena. They do 2 damage attacks. But we're gonna really abuse the iframes from the pogo that Ceen mentioned earlier here to get a very fast damage rotation. And we want that damage rotation because we want to stagger her and get an extra spear for free. And there's RNG in this fight as well because this attack, there's a couple attacks that she does, this one and another one, where she's unstaggerable. We want to see as little of those attacks as possible.
We want this right there.
We want her to drop bells from the ceiling so she's just very easy to hit. Very good phase one, very clean. And entering phase 2 where she doesn't get staggered, but she dies fairly quickly regardless. Very nice, good fight. All right, we got a longer dream sequence coming up here. We're gonna go to a couple donations, but after that we're gonna explain, we have a long spiel for the mist, but go ahead.
You got it. I will use that time wisely. We have crossed 50,000 on Barb Bracelet. Keep the donations coming, y'all. Also, less than 30,000 away from $2 million.
Oh my God.
Big. Large, some would say.
Real quick, I got 2 linked donations here. $500 from Anonymous, how much to pet the Bell Beast? And 10 complimentary dollars from Northeastern Wind. In case anyone wasn't already aware, the devs have said that hitting the Bell Beast with your needle is basically just petting it. Therefore, fighting the Bell Beast is just helping it out with the zoomies. Thank you for this lore update. Keep those donations. We just jumped up to almost 53K, y'all. You are doing incredible, chat, I believe. Tell us about the mist.
All right, so the mist is a very, very interesting area. It's basically your lost woods of Silksong. Spoilers, you may have seen throughout the game these tiny white butterflies. There's a lot of lore into that. We won't go into that because we don't have 2 hours to explain everything.
We're not Mossbag.
Exactly. But basically, we're going to have to find, there are 8 different rooms that the mist can randomly give the player. And it's interesting because it takes so much game knowledge to know every single room. And also the places that the butterflies spawn is also random. So knowing where to go to find the butterflies to play for is very intricate. And on top of that, there's more tech where there's a total of six rooms that we need to get through. The 3rd room will always be a left or right exit on this patch. So Ceen's going to play for the butterflies for the first 2 rooms, and then after that he'll know that he can just go to any left or right exit and take that, which is it's like a transition hallway into the 5th room. And then the 6th room is always a rightward facing exit, because the way that Team Cherry made the game, you always exit towards this the organ.
Exhaust organ. Yeah.
The exhaust organ. So we'll be looking forward to that. And 25, let's go. And right before that, right before the mist, is another community named Chalamet Skip, named after Timothy Chalamet, because one of the characters says the titular last name.
Yeah, the bug that you pogo off of yells his name like a Pokemon.
So hopefully we get to see that.
And it in the mist, like because there's 8 different rooms that you could potentially get, and they have anywhere between 3 to 5 exits, that means that Ceen has to know which room he's in, 1 through 8, based on all of those exits. So it's like a total of, I don't know, math, like 40 different ones that he comes in. He has to immediately remember, okay, I know which ones have 2 right exits. I know which ones have 2 down exits. Where can the butterflies have a chance of spawning? Where do the wraiths have a chance of spawning? And those enemies are...
Now, theoretically,
nice to say.
Theoretically, it is possible to not play for the butterflies at all.
True.
And just gung-ho go through like a maniac. You did the math for that, right? What was the odds for that?
Yeah, I think the worst that you could get was 1 out of 128 if you tried to just randomly run through rooms. And if you ever run through the wrong exit, a single time, it starts you back over at the beginning.
Yeah.
Real quick, speaking of low odds, Vysuals, did I hear you mention Mossbag just now?
I did indeed.
You're never gonna believe this.
no.
We have $1,500
Wow.
from Mossbag.
Wow.
Thanks, bud.
Thank you, Mossbag.
Thank you, Mossbag.
Mossbag says, tried this game out, but dropped it because it was too hard. Huge shout out to Ceen and the entire Silksong speedrunning community. Pashanka!
Pashanka.
I heard he's playing Expedition 33 now. Yeah, so first we're going to come into this area that's kind of pre-missed, the Sinner's Road, and we're actually going to see a character that you see normally in a normal playthrough, Lace. You see her in the deep docks and you have a fight with her, but when you go through the wormways, or if you do the fleas route, you never actually see her. And so she's sitting up there like, hey, why did you avoid me? Yeah, okay.
And now we want to go up, but this is where we grab the barbed bracelets if we meet the incentive.
Now, Ceen, roughly when is High Hall's Gauntlet into the run? Obviously, that's the first time you would pick it up if chat behaves.
I would say probably around 45, 46 minutes in.
Yeah.
All right, we are almost halfway to equipped bar bracelet. The gauntlet has been thrown. It's in Ceen's inventory. gdq.gg/donate, and make sure you are marking that equip barbed bracelet incentive. Loving the countdowns in the audience to 2 mil. Back to you, Ceen.
Hey, can you exit this room and come back in and do that skip?
Yeah, he didn't say the thing.
He didn't say Chalamet.
Oh.
But that is the enemy, the little flying enemy there. He'll yell, Chalamet.
Interesting fact about barbed bracelet, and it's intended to increase your nails damage by 1.5 times. And we didn't know it didn't do this for a while until we started digging through the files and somebody realized, hey, it's only increasing by 1.2, and nobody knows why. So basically, it doesn't function properly. So there's like double, triple reason to not use a double damage item that doesn't function, but we're gonna do it anyways because we're raising money for PCF.
Yeah.
And come on, Chad, we can do it. It'll be sick.
See, we said high risk, high reward. It's really just high risk, somewhat reward.
Yeah, high risk, a little bit of reward.
It's there.
I think you get more reward in swag points than.
Do, definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So right there you saw as he was playing the Nealon, which is the little instrument that Hornet has that we got from Widow, to play it for the butterflies. And we also have to talk about mist juggling.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Wraith, you can do that one because you're better at it.
Oh, sure.
The Wraith was right next to him as he was playing the Needlein. The Wraiths actually get stunned, as do a lot of enemies, a lot of bosses in this game. They get stunned by the Needlein, a lot of them will sing. But normally, that only worked because the Wraith had just done an attack. See right here. The Wraith had just come into range, but normally their attack range is bigger than the range of them getting stunned by the Needlein. So it doesn't actually work that often.
Wow. That is unfortunate.
Very weird.
Yeah, the traps can be randomly spawned in the mist, and sometimes you can unwittingly befall them. But about mist, that was some iframes. About mist juggling, we mentioned that there is an internal counter that counts up every time you go through a quote-unquote correct room. In this patch of the game, you can actually go back once through the room you just came out of, and the game was like, oh, maybe they accidentally. By the way, we made it through the mist.
Yeah,
Very
that was
nice.
great.
Made it through the mist.
I didn't want to interrupt, but
Yeah, no, you're good.
proud of you.
The game is like, maybe they accidentally did that, so we won't remove from the counter. So if you get a room that's really beneficial, that's like not big, or you can abuse well, then it's benefit that you can just go straight back the way you came through and keep using that one room for exits.
Woo! Ceen, you're scaring me.
There's a cycle you can one cycle this. Obviously, I missed that jump, so I was unable to do it.
The miss deals 2 damage. And coming up on this is the final boss of Act 1, Phantom. She guards the Citadel. This comes to one of the route changes, actually. You can see like this mist coming down from the boss. If you kill this boss, there are certain sections of the second act that won't have mist that the other route does. Now, Phantom, it's not too technical of a fight. The coolest thing that can happen is once we damage her enough, she does this attack where a giant white pillar comes down from the ceiling, and you would think you wouldn't be able to hit the boss during this attack, but if you time it just perfectly,
a little after that, yeah.
There we go. You can see these white specks kind of came out the opposite side of the pillar. That means that there is a very small portion of that attack. You can actually damage her with a nail, and if you time it well enough, you could even do it with a spear. But that's a lot tighter because the spear has wind up, and you know what? But Ceen is just tearing through this fight.
Yeah. Ow.
No, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There we go. Very nice.
And so we're going to get a Silk ability called the Cross Stitch from Phantom, but I'm very sorry to inform you that you will not be seeing it a single time. We're going to put the Silk Sphere right back on, right past this when we get to the bench. So,
when the run was first started getting optimized, people were theorizing that Cross Stitch might be useful because Act 2 was so difficult. No one was good enough at the game yet to realize that Silk Sphere was the option. Unfortunately, Cross Stitch just does much less damage, and also you're not even guaranteed to get every hit of the parry.
Yeah,
so
it's four little ticks of like.
Yeah, we keep talking about how insanely strong Silk Sphere is. It really is. Just like especially its partner from Hollow Knight, Vengeful Spirit, it's crazy how much more helpful it is. We got time for a couple donations as we come into Act 2 here.
Absolutely. Chat, you are seeing how fast Ceen is absolutely destroying this game. We are running out of time if you want to see Silksong fight back. We have just about $61,000 left to go for Barbed Bracelet. And not a lot of time to see it in. So I'm proposing the following. They all but shadow dropped Silksong on September 4th of last year. I would like to see a $9.40 donation train roll across my dash in celebration. We finally got this game. Now let's see it be as mean as possible to one of the best runners to ever do it. I believe in you. Let's go Act 2.
Yeah, it's honestly still unbelievable, kind of. As it hasn't sunk in yet that we get to play this game.
Right.
All right, now entering Act 2, this is kind of Act 2, people say that Hollow Knight is just kind of the tutorial for Silksong, and they're not kidding because the Act 2 is just like the entirety of Hollow Knight. Basically, we're going to be running around and collecting 3 melodies or dreamers to be able to access the final boss. And that includes a couple boss fights, a couple arenas, some tight movement. You'll see the movement goes really
silly mode.
It goes hard. It'll be really cool once we get there. And the music is just
yeah,
it's so nice.
I'm listening. But no, right there you saw Ceen hit the lever for that little that's actually a lot harder than it looks.
It's very hard to get through that room on one cycle.
But you saw Ceen hit that wheel to make it go horizontal because we're gonna come around and it just makes it faster for the next part. But we're gonna go to, I think this boss is probably in 90% of players' top 5.
Yeah.
Even though it's not very difficult, I know people love difficult in this game, but the fight, everyone left the fight thinking that was actually kind of easy, but God, that's sick.
Yeah.
And for all the Hollow Knight fans out there, this is going to be our one and only scream skip of the run.
Woo!
Very nice. Get to pump a lot of damage. Normally they would freeze you in place, but we get to basically not skip the phase, but this is the only phase that's like 100% scripted. The other ones are kind of scripted, but there's some RNG with the way that they can jump. Mm-hmm. The one travesty with this boss is that they die so fast, and they have probably one of, if not the best songs in the game. Yep. And they very quickly into phase. So you'll see that we focus the right one for the first 2 phases. We're going to focus the left one for the 3rd phase because they alternate now, and the left one moves last. So we get to punish it. Sometimes they can do dual attacks. I don't know if we'll see that. Maybe Ceen will pump too much damage. 16.
And it really puts into perspective how difficult this game is, because this is probably one of the...
Very nice.
That's the boss.
Yeah.
There's a little bit left, but that's the boss.
Yeah. Now we enter the sad boy, the doomed Yowie phase.
Doomed Yowie.
Yeah.
But you know, this puts into perspective, it's so possible to die here, not to jinx you or anything. But I've seen top runners die here trying to push damage as fast as they can, and this is one of the easier bosses in the run.
Very nice. There we go. All right, coming up on our first really intensive movement section of the run, the Cogwork Core, another phenomenal OST.
Yeah.
We're saving and quitting here because normally this big platform takes like 30 seconds.
It takes so long.
It's so long to rotate around, but we save and quit and they just pop into existence.
We're going to be trying to hit a very fast cycle here in the Cogwork Core. Without the float ability, this is very difficult, but it is still possible, and so obviously we're going to go for it.
Yes, of course.
Real quick before we get into it, the train is moving. I have $9.40 from Reed, $9.40 from Anonymous getting onto the donation bell beast. Y'all, we are less than 14,000 away from $2 million. That countdown had better get loud in the room.
That was a really nice
That
save.
was-
It didn't look like it, but that was very, very well played.
That was
there.
thinking on the fly, and it really worked.
We talked about it earlier, but these gears deal 2 damage on this patch, but they nerfed it in later patches to only deal 1, which is just another one of the reasons that people didn't really want to run on this patch, because Act 2 is already so hard. We really didn't need another reason to make it harder.
No, we kind of touched on it, but we're skipping float, and that requires this patch because there's going to be a wall jump later that was removed from the game.
Yes.
Right after, I think it was like 2 weeks after the game came out, that makes float fast. I won't say impossible to do without float, because you can still beat the game without it, but it's not fast anymore.
It's technically still possible to do it on later patches, but it requires you to grab a different crest and also get a tool from the flea so you can float higher, and it's not worth it anymore at that point.
Oh my god, that was smooth.
Yeah, Ceen is doing. We're yapping. Ceen is doing very well in this arena. It's going phenomenally.
Just making light work of it.
Very
Oh my
clean.
god, that was
very
textbook.
clean.
Honestly, make the tutorial video out of that exact arena right there. That was beautiful.
Right,
We're
coming
gonna
up.
open this.
Yeah, we are coming up to my personal favorite boss in the run.
I also love Joker.
Many people's favorite boss in general.
Yes, he's not particularly hard. He's not particularly flashy or amazing, but he is.
He's not flashy?
No,
You
no,
sure?
sorry, that's not what I meant. No. But yeah,
I think he has ended my last 5 runs, and he's still one of my favorite bosses of all time.
He's impossible to hate. He's impossible to hate.
He's so cool.
He's amazing.
Final 10K, y'all do it for Trobio.
True Trobio. Right now, normally we would do that after, but it's a little more marathon safe, just in case, to open it so we can not have to go all the way around the second time. Now,
If you
I
wanna
do
squeeze-
have.
Oh, yeah.
I am such a big fan of Trobio. I do have
The Trobio glasses.
Trobio glasses.
All right, everybody say it when he pops up. You know what to say.
Trobio! All right, now this fight is very, very cool. That tornado attack, you won't know it, but you can't hit it from the side. So Ceen will be doing a pogo dash pogo to punish it whenever it comes up. What we don't want to see, Trobio is a little RNG heavy in that he can go under the ground and come up in the middle of the arena. Very nice punish, skipping that screen. But he can waste a lot of time going under the ground very often. He can throw his balls a lot. He can cause a lot of explosions. But Ceen is making very light work.
That's what we don't want to see.
One is normal. One is optimal. So we don't want to see more than that.
All good?
He should die right here.
Oh, he's got to be 1 HP,
Yeah.
for sure.
1 hit. 2 hits.
There it is.
Very nice.
All right, everybody, one more time.
One more.
Trobio!
He's my favorite Pokemon.
I love him.
Can we make him the starter for Pokemon Emerald?
Just another little tidbit, Easter egg. if you walk away from Trobio but don't leave the room and come back, we discover he's not actually dead. He's just playing pretend, and he'll see you coming and he'll go, oh, and pretend to be dead again.
He's like my favorite theater kid.
Exactly. And we have time for a couple of donations because we got a long movement section coming up.
Oh,
here.
absolutely. But y'all, we are moving towards the High Halls Gauntlet. We are 8,000 to go to 2 million, and I want to see Ceen suffer as much as possible. Now is the time. gdq.gg/donate. Make sure to mark Equipped Barb Bracelet. We are at 68,000 out of the 120K to go. Keep these donations coming. I have a $100 donation from Anonymous. 10 tickets for double damage high halls, please. Good luck and keep the train. We also have a $259.40 donation from The Last Judge asking, can I get on this train? I also have a $1,000 donation from Anonymous.
Wow.
High halls isn't meant to be easy. Put on the bracelet. Also, $20 from Vysuals. I recognize that name. So proud of Ceen for this amazing display. We believe in you, bud.
Aww.
Thank you so much, everyone. Keep those donations coming in. 6.5K to go to $2 million.
Oh my gosh. All right. Now you saw us pick up our last skill of the game. That was the claw line, often called the harpoon. It is okay for movement, but it's even more so for used for damage sometimes. It used to be thought it was optimal, but it turns out Silk Spirit is just too strong. It's too strong. There used to be some really flashy things you can do with harpoon, where normally...
Full shot? Nice.
Normally, you use the harpoon, it launches you in the air, but if you do the inputs fast enough, you can do a harpoon, down dash nail, harpoon, down dash nail. It's the flashiest thing ever, but it's just not fast. So unfortunately...
I'm still doing it, I don't care.
The swag points are always a plus.
No,
Final 5K, we're right there.
I truly think, I think Clawline's actually the coolest ability in the game. Like, I was already liking the movement, and then I got Clawline, and I was like, oh, this might be the sickest movement.
It kicks it into another gear.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, and we're coming up on our first melody of Act 2, the Archivist, right?
Vaultkeeper's melody.
Shows what I know. We got time for a couple donations.
You got it. The train is a-rolling. $9.40 from Pyroclastic, simply saying, Shaw! Keep the countdown coming. $9.40 from Grohl the Great, saying, survive my gauntlet. Knowers know.
My goat.
$500 from Anonymous, saying, this game looks incredible. I hope it comes out soon. We are under 4,000 to go to $2 million, chat. I want to see it before High Halls. Get those donations in now. $94 from Connor. The Hollow Knight franchise has become one of my favorite, playing both games in the last few months. Cheers to Team Cherry, GDQ, and PCF.
Nice.
Excellent.
Also, Quack, I heard you say... Oh, hold on, I'm going to let them scream 3 real quick.
Yeah.
Wow, you're really going to make me
Yeah,
wait?
no, right.
So rude.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
I heard you say Shaw. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, they don't say that in
Yeah,
this game.
I don't think she ever says anything.
All right, coming up right now is going to be the hardest and coolest movement in the entire game. I will let you know when the room comes up, but if it's okay with everybody, for a bit of silence, unless we reach 2 million, which I'll stop midway. But the room is very difficult, and it can spiral out of control really easily.
There's a lot of cycles you want to hit that are very, very tight. The movement is... I won't need to explain how cool the movement is. You'll just watch it.
All right, I will let you know it's going to be in 2 rooms, and then you guys can feel free to cheer. Once I step on the lever, you will know the lever. It is a big lever.
I think I've put the movement in this
It's more of a button than a lever.
Yeah,
in like 8 different YouTube videos.
All right, here it is.
Yes.
I think I just hit this one.
That's good.
$2 million!
Hey, it's that right there. See?
Ceen, pause.
Yeah, you want...
Thank you. 1 second. We're going to 7-Eleven into this now. Yep.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your incredible generosity. Look at this crowd. $2 million for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. You do so much good in the world. We could not do it without you. The Hornet.
Hornet is here.
Incredible. Watching everyone hold their breath during that cogwork gauntlet into 2 million. Incredible. We are still going though. Ceen, I believe you're on your way to the High Halls Gauntlet. Is that
I
correct?
am on my way to the High Halls Gauntlet.
Chat, we've got a little bit less than $50,000 to go. It's go
Keith, no, you
time.
start it.
Count
Yeah.
us back in when you're ready.
All right, we should be good to go here. We're just in a mini cutscene, but timer should be good to go.
Cinema?
Cinema.
Very, very. Oh, this game is so good, man. All right, as we mentioned, we're on our way to the High Halls Gauntlet. It's not too intensive movement, certainly not as intensive as we just did. Even this exit here.
Yeah.
This is not easy. He's making it look so easy. It's not.
No. That exit right there is why I lost to Ceen in the tournament.
Yeah. More abusing the pogo. You can actually just pogo iframe through these guys. That was the first time that I was called out for cheating on my stream. But yeah, High Halls Gauntlet. Don't think we need to go over exactly how hard it is, but there are many flying enemies that they love not interacting with you and flying away from you and throwing bells or needles or what have you.
Of the 10 waves, other than the two like boss waves, the 5th and the 10th one, I don't think a single one has an enemy that doesn't have some type of counter or dashback or both. They are just programmed to know exactly how you want to approach them and avoid that at all costs.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't played the game, it's going to look hard. If you have played the game, it's going to look really hard, and because you'll understand just how difficult it is.
All right, coming up right now, for the people in the Silksong community, you know what's coming up. It is The Room, titled The Room. It is the most practiced room in the entire game by individuals. And you'll see a very cool trick. It's going to be this game's version of God Pixel, if you know that from Hollow Knight. So here it is. Oh my God, it's The Room.
Oh, hi, Mark. And
There
Easy.
it is. They just forgot to put a hitbox there.
yeah. Hornet's hitbox gets real thin when she down dashes like that, so you just find the little gap.
Yeah, they did. That setup, when somebody found that setup, everybody lost their mind.
We have not reached the incentive yet, but what type of content creator and streamer would I be if I didn't do what the people wanted?
Woo! Yes!
All right, but chat, we're taking it off for the last two bosses unless you hit the incentive.
You heard them, chat. $44,000 to go. We have $1,250 from Totally Gatsby saying Kiddo is in their Hornet cosplay and cheering along. Let's go and trans rights.
Woo! Woo!
All right, Ceen, focus up.
Yeah, so we were talking about the room that might be the most practiced room in the game. This is definitely the most practiced combat in the game because
This is the real final boss.
this is there's 1,000 ways that this can go wrong, and it snowballs so quickly.
Especially since...
With Barbarian.
Yeah.
And which B that he sends is random. What angle it's going to come out is just, it comes at Mach 5.
Now, these are the scary guys. These are called the clappers.
Any clappers?
They clap, yeah, clappers. Yeah. They deal 2 damage with most of their attacks.
And body.
Spoiler alert, the final wave, there's 2 of them.
Yep.
And on this patch, they have more HP. And they can be very, very mean. Now, thankfully, they are quote-unquote programmed to do 1 attack at a time. There are a couple attacks where they can kind of disobey that rule, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But Ceen is going to try and maneuver his way around them the best that he can. And you can kind of...
Oh, that was nice.
That was very nice. You can kind of finagle them to get them on the same side, and so we can... That was close. So we can abuse the Silk Spear.
I think you hit your cloak there.
We'll let him focus for the final wave.
Yeah. Nice. He's got full.
That's a very good pattern.
That is what we wanted to see.
One down.
He's just too good. That was very nice. Oh my goodness.
I think that was 2 hits in the entire thing.
Yeah, very, very well played. Very impressive. All right, and we're collecting our final melody of the 3. Fun fact, I play without music off because I like listening to my own music. If you don't have the music on, the guy doesn't hum, and you kind of just stare at each other for a few seconds. And then Hornet is inspired to learn the melody out of nowhere. It's quite silly.
The director's like, play the needle.
It's your line, it's your line.
All right, we have some time for donations right before our second to last boss, which is going to be Lace 2.
Absolutely. We have $100 here from John Silksong. Fun reversal. No comment. We have $94 from Ceen saying, did I do this 9-4 train thing right? You absolutely did. Thank you so much for that donation. We have $100 here from Shaw that just says, Shaw.
Amazing.
All right, and if everybody wants to quiet down just for a second so we can enjoy absolute cinema, this cutscene is just beautiful. If you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat here.
Nerd chills.
This game is so good, man.
Unbelievable.
Gorgeous.
Team Cherry. What a gorgeous game by Team Cherry.
Absolutely.
Yes, give it up for Team Cherry.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
Now we're going to go into the Lace 2 boss fight, and the only thing I have to say about this is that there are some very, very janky hitboxes from Lace. So just, if you think I'm getting hit, just know that Lace's weapons just don't work sometimes.
Yeah.
If you want to explain that more in detail as we go into the fight, feel free to.
Sure, yeah. So the attack that kind of just turns itself off for, we still don't know why, is the grounded 3/swing she opens with right here. After the first stagger, the hitbox just kind of decides.
Happening?
Yeah, it just decides to, it takes a break. And so it looks really cool, and like as if he's kind of weaving out of the, that was bold. That was bold.
So now you're going to see him really abuse the spacing where it looks like, unless he gets scooped. So right there, you see he's just standing inside of the needle hitbox.
Unequipped barbed.
We did.
Oops.
Oops.
That was very nice. Very, very nice. Well played. Yeah. Some of those hitboxes can feel unfair, especially when she scoops into the area that she can grab
It's
you
so
from.
fast, yeah.
She can harpoon you. But yeah, we have time for several donations here, as Dream Sequence is another long one.
Absolutely. I've got some perfect ones right here. How about $50 from Lace saying, you haven't returned my calls, Spider. I'm not one to be ignored. Hitting $2 million during the Bug Yuri game and right after that incredibly hype Cogwork core. Let's go, GDQ. Yeah. Trans rights. Woo! Doomed Yowie, Bug Yuri, all things are possible in games done quick. I also have $50 more from Blue SR saying, I know I already donated, but Ceen is playing so incredibly, mesmerizingly well right now that I just had to chip in again. Trobio!
No, he is cooking.
Yeah, no, he's beating my PB by several minutes right now. That's not a joke. He is playing very well right now.
And one more super quick one before the cradle. We have a $1,002 donation from Twisted Tales Escape saying, thanks to GDQ for having us back for a second year, and thanks to everyone who played our escape room here at GDQ. You all made this donation possible. Thank you so much, Twisted Tales, to everyone who has been on site experiencing this, not just Silksong, but all week. Make some noise! Woo! This event would be nothing without you. And now, let's close down Silksong.
So we're going into the final boss of the run, GMS. It is a boss that we can play pretty safely. Just react to what she does. The only thing is that she has a 3 damage attack, which if you can do the math with Barb, is an instant one-shot kill. And because we do not have to float in order to dodge in between the threads, we will have to stall with either Silk Spear or pray we don't get frame trapped by the pattern of it. So here it goes, last boss of the run.
Quick question, what if I can't do the math?
Oh, well. Now, there is some RNG we don't want to see. When it comes to phase 2, she summons... Okay, we're good. She summons big rocks down from the ceiling, and sometimes she can just hide in them. And we don't want that to happen because it wastes like easily 10, 15 seconds. This is perfect positioning.
What
you see,
right
he's abusing the Silk Spear. That does so much damage. It's not even funny. And we're gonna get into, we're already in phase 2.
That was fast.
Insane. Oh.
If you saw a DPS, like damage per second chart for that first phase, that right when she's on the right side, it spikes.
Yeah. There is a mod that you can use to show health bars. It would have just, it wouldn't be there anymore.
Quick spear right before she screams.
And okay, well maybe that's my bad.
Luckily, I had Silk, so I could Silk Spear through it. If I did not have Silk, that would have been a really awkward situation.
Yeah, for me.
Trobio Mirror Value!
Yeah, there we go, my goat.
So Ceen is the only top runner that still grabs the Trobio Mirror, and it really is super worth for, honestly, everybody, but people just don't want to do it. But
they don't realize, they don't see the vision.
They don't see the vision, but it really lets you not have to choose between offense and defense. It lets you play safe while still doing high DPS.
Okay.
And that's
there we go! Very good run, dude. That was
like a 52.
that was so good.
So that is Silksong any percent with the last 3 bosses on Barb Bracelet, 0 deaths. Time is going to be in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time.
Woo! There we go.
That was a game that was done very quick.
Very quick.
Whew. I feel like we just got up here.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out and supporting GDQ. Let's get one more round of applause for $2 million. All of you are incredible.
Woo! Wow. That is... I have no words.
I want to thank the entire Silksong community for being so supportive. I am very new to the scene. I was not there with Hollow Knight, and they welcomed me with very open arms. Huge shout outs to our leading figures such as Fireborn with his content creation and Blue SR with his streaming. Huge shout out to all the top runners who have helped push me to be as good as I am now. Nebula, Gaia, Delta, Civ, Popless, Golem. All of you are incredible runners, and I'm so glad I can run this game with you guys. 2 announcements before we go. I would like to first announce that tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST, I am facing the current world record holder, Civ, in a Hollow Knight race in the finals of the first ever Hollow Knight Silksong tournament.
That's
if you would
gonna
like
be
to join, please join us at the Hollow Knight community Twitch channel. Second thing, for any new runners who are interested in running Silksong, join the Hollow Knight and Silksong Discord server. I am currently in the process of making the most in-depth guide for the key route that you just saw today, so please look out for that, new runners. And one last shout out is gonna go to, it's not Silksong related, but I am a collegiate volleyball player on top of streaming. Shout out to my team back at Ceen University, men's volleyball. I know they're watching right now. I know they missed me at practice day. Huge shout out to them. They've been a really great family away from home while I'm here at college. And one more thank you to all of you here at GDQ.
Woo! Shout out to the coach for letting you come out.
Oh, and of course, shout out to my two amazing commenters. Please give them a round of applause.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
Quack, is there anything you would like to say before we end?
Thank you so much, Ceen. I cannot imagine a better way to welcome Silksong onto the speedrunning scene. You know, we had SM64 earlier in the day, some very important speedrunning history, but stuff like this is the future of speedrunning. Make some noise one more time for Ceen.
Woo!
See the beat.